Kids don't forget.
Kids don't forget.
You kids don't forget.
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 Toya. So what is the correct pronunciation of your name?
Latoya
Latoya.
Little.
Okay. How do you spell it?
LA space apostrophe capital TOYA.
Really? Now say it again for us.
Latoya.
Okay. Okay. Now what have you gotten?
Latoya. Latoya. That's it.
That's really those two?
Yeah.
Okay. Your name is kind of hit or miss, basically. There's not too many things you would get with that. What would you say are some of the nicknames that you got growing up?
Toya, Chocolate, Black, Mamas, Polka.
So let's stop for a second. Who called you Chocolate?
Friends.
Friends. Okay. Around the way or at school?
Yeah.
Okay. Who called you Black?
My pop.
Okay, your pop. Okay. Mamas.
My mom.
Okay, your mom.
My biological mom.
Only your biological mom called you mamas.
Yes.
Okay. What else? What else did you have?
Puka.
Puka. Who called you that?
My biological dad.
Okay.
Snotty Pippin.
Snotty Pippin? That had to be something that came in school.
Yeah.
Snotty Pippin. Kids are so mean / creative. Snotty Pippin.
Yeah. LL Cool J daughter.
Wait, no. We're not skipping over Snotty Pippin. How did that happen? What did you have on a Bulls jersey and you were just like blowing your nose or something?
Well, growing up, my nose always ran.
Okay.
So, my nose always was snotty. So
Okay, got it.
That's where they got that name
The
from.
Snotty rhymes with Scotty and boom.
Yeah. And this was actually good friends that made this name up. This wasn't even the mean childhood friends.
Right.
This was actually my good friends that came up with that name.
So if you were somewhere far away where you're not even from, like somewhere in Canada, you heard somebody say, "Yo, Snotty,"
you
would instantly got it. Anything else?
The mean names was stuff like Tar Baby and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Kids being
all
mean.
all the dark names.
Now there was one you said you got in school too, Sheep Wolf.
Yeah, Sheep Wolf. My homies called me that too.
Where'd that come from? You know?
My coat.
Oh, you had a coat. Okay.
Yeah, I had a coat with this nappy fur
Okay.
around the hood. And he gonna say it looked like a sheep and a wolf.
Got it. At the same time, so they started calling you that. Wow.
Only he called me that.
Only one person. So, wow. So if you were, again, somewhere far away and you heard that, you
I
instantly
don't know exactly who that is.
like, what are you doing here? Right. Got it. So you just mentioned the hood. Where are you from?
I'm from 11th, Indiana, born and raised.
Where is 11th, Indiana, for anybody who doesn't know?
That's North Philly.
North Philly. Okay.
Yeah, in the trenches.
The trenches, exactly. How would you describe your neighborhood growing up?
Growing up, my neighborhood was fun. It was exciting.
Okay.
We got in trouble. We broke doors. Basic neighborhood stuff.
Would you say it was a safe neighborhood or a dangerous
Not at
neighborhood?
all. It wasn't safe at all.
Nowhere
it
near.
was safe because back in the day,
People looked out for each other.
yeah, the neighborhood looked out for the neighborhood. So
Right.
We was cool for the most part, but if you weren't from my neighborhood, then
You have no business being around
it
there.
wasn't safe.
It's one of those questions like, yo, I just got jumped in North Philly. What was you doing around there?
But when we left the neighborhood, it was our neighborhood against whoever.
Okay.
So we
Got it.
always stuck together, and everybody's parents knew everybody's parents.
Okay. Got it. So when you said our or we left the neighborhood, were you an only child?
No, I actually got one sister and 3 brothers.
Okay.
But
so
I grew up with 2 brothers.
you grew up with 2 of them. So the 2 you grew up with and a sister. If you are, first of all, are you the oldest, the youngest, in the middle?
I'm in the middle.
Okay.
I'm the second to the last.
So if you are 10 years old, how old are your siblings?
My little brother is 9. Then I got another brother that's 11.
Okay.
And my sister would be 17.
Wait. If you are so if you're 10, you got a brother that's 9 and a brother that's 11, and then an older sister that's 17.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're sandwiched by your two brothers.
Yeah.
Okay. So you really wouldn't have had any problems anyway, with those two kind of protecting you.
Yeah, I would.
You still have problems?
Absolutely.
Okay. How? With two brothers who were they with you all the time or
No.
Okay.
My brothers wasn't with me all the time. And me and my younger brother, we weren't even close growing up.
Okay.
We weren't close at all.
Okay.
So, I mean, we close now.
Right.
But growing up, we wasn't close. And my big brother, he was protective, but by the time I was 10, he was barely there.
Okay. Would you say that you grew up with both parents? Did you grow up with both parents?
Did I know both parents? Yes.
Okay. You knew both parents.
Yes.
Okay.
I know my mom and I know my dad.
Okay. So how would
Did I live in a house with my mom? Yes. Was she there? No.
Okay. And what about your dad?
Did I know where he was at? Yes.
Okay. So how would you describe your relationship with them? Let's start with that. Like, how would you describe your relationship, whatever order you want, with your father and with your mother?
I didn't have a relationship.
No relationship with
Not
either
at all.
parent?
With either parents.
Okay. So now that you're an adult, when you look back, how do you feel like that affected you at the time, even up to today?
It made me a better parent.
Okay.
Because I'm 100% around in my kids' life.
Okay.
So, and it made me want to have kids. By me not having parents, it made me want to have a lot of kids.
So let's talk about that. Your parents not being around and having no relationship with them made you want to have kids.
Yeah.
First of all, how many do you have?
I have 8.
You wound up having 8 kids. Wow.
I wanted 10.
You wanted 10. You wanted 10. You have 8. Can you talk about that for a little bit? Like, how did that make you want to have kids? That's interesting.
It made me want to have kids because I felt like my parents didn't love me growing up.
Okay.
So I wanted my own family so I could have somebody love me. And I guess I wanted that loving family that I thought a lot of my friends had
Okay.
until I got older and realized that their families wasn't loving either, but it looked loving from the outside looking in, and that's what I wanted.
All right. So you know who your parents were, as you stated, right?
Yeah.
And you know how they raised you or lack thereof. So, and you said that them not being there made you a better parent. How would you describe, in your personal opinion, the similarities and differences of their parenting styles and yours? Like, for one, you said, I'm there.
I'm around.
That's A, okay.
I'm around. And for the most part, when my kids want something, if I got it, they got it.
Okay,
I didn't get that from my mom.
okay,
I mean, my dad, I got that from him, but I had to be at a certain location at a certain time, or else I wouldn't have got it either.
okay.
And after a while, I stopped caring. I didn't want to be around. It was like, if I got it, I got it. I don't, I don't.
Okay.
So it kind of started making me steal. It made me start stealing.
Really? Really? Because you weren't getting what you wanted when you wanted it, so, like, I'm
Absolutely.
going to get it, basically.
Right.
Okay. Did you ever get in trouble? Did you ever get caught or in trouble stealing stuff?
No. For the most part, I didn't get caught. The only time I got caught is when I stole from Mika,
So, who's Mika?
my sister.
Oh, that's your older sister who was, if you're 10, she's 18, you said?
17.
Okay. So, is there anything that ever broke you out of stealing?
I just started getting my own money.
Okay, so you started. Okay, interesting. So let's backtrack a little bit. I bet you don't remember all the schools you went to growing up.
I do.
You do?
I ain't
Okay.
go to that many schools.
All right, so kindergarten, go.
I went to George Clymer Elementary School, 12th and Rush.
From 12th and Rush is in North Philly?
Yes.
Okay, from K through what?
K through 5.
Okay. Wow, so it seems pretty stable. So your parents, like you said, your parents weren't there, but you were in one house, though.
Yes, I
Okay.
stayed in one house. We lived in housing authority.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I stayed there in one house, and I went to
So the adult figure in your life was basically your older sister.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That was
Got it.
the adult figure.
Okay.
So
I'm assuming she like so. Either you were very smart or she was on you like after school to get your homework done, whatever. Blah blah blah.
I had none of that.
Okay. So you were basically like getting promoted from grade to grade on your own as a child?
Yeah. I mean, in
Interesting.
kindergarten and first and second grade, my mom used to make us write spelling words about 100 times if you couldn't spell it.
Right.
So she was very involved when it came to schoolwork at my younger ages.
Okay.
But by the time I got bigger, it was like, you got homework today? Yeah, I got homework. I just go in there and write whatever I want to write. So she didn't really care. I knew she wasn't going to check it,
Right.
so I really ain't do it.
Okay. So if you
But-
weren't doing your homework, how were you getting promoted? You were just killing it in school?
Yeah. I basically did what I wanted to do in elementary school. I didn't even like school. I used to go to school, pee on myself on purpose,
Really?
so I could leave early.
Okay.
And then my mom would stop answering the house phone because she stopped coming to pick me up.
Okay.
And then the school would just call my grandma's phone, which is my dad's mom.
Okay.
And then she'd just send somebody to pick me up. So, tell you the truth, I really don't know how I got promoted.
Wow.
I wasn't there.
Okay.
Like, I didn't like school because I didn't like the clothes I had on. I didn't like the shoes that I was wearing. I didn't like the hairstyles I had. I really didn't like nothing.
Okay. Okay. So that's interesting. So if we skip ahead to middle school, did you do the whole middle school at one school as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you go?
I went to James Elverson Middle School
Is
on
that-
13th and Susquehanna.
That's also in North Philly. Okay. Did anything get better or worse in middle school?
It actually got worse.
It got worse.
It got worse.
So what happened in middle school?
Middle school, I wasn't going to class at all.
At all.
I wasn't going
But
to
you
class.
still never got left back, by the way.
I never got left back because I didn't get left back in middle school because the school cared about me.
Okay.
So, unlike my parents, I got love from the NTAs, the deans, the teachers. They seem to have more caring than my parents.
Okay. What's an NTA, by the way?
An NTA is like the school security guard.
Oh,
She
okay.
walked the halls. If you get in fights, that's what they call her.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it.
They
Got it.
escort you to the dean office or whatever.
Okay. So you had relationships with basically the adults in school kind of looked out for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's who my NTA, I can't remember her name, but that's who actually was the reason I graduated from middle school.
Really? Really? So she had your back and kind of pushed you to
Yeah.
get things done. Okay. So you graduate from middle school, you go to high school, and where do you go to high school?
I went to William Penn,
Okay. And that is also in North Philly?
Broad and Master.
Okay. So you were in North Philly basically your whole childhood.
Yep.
Okay.
But William Penn, that was a hike from 11th, Indiana. My mom made me walk.
Okay.
She made me walk to and from school.
How long a walk would you say it is in minutes? On a good day, how long a walk is it? Or you don't walk, you catch public transportation? Well, you just said she made you walk, so how long a
In the
walk is it?
beginning, I walked. In the beginning, I didn't walk because I had this one good friend that used to live on the corner
Okay.
who mom always gave her car fare.
How long of car fare? So y'all
she
caught the
used to
bus.
give me a token to get to school, but I always had to walk back home from school.
Okay. How long was the bus ride or the train ride?
The train ride was about a good 3 stops, so it was about a good 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
But walking seemed like it was like an hour.
Okay.
It was like the longest walk ever.
Okay.
Especially when you walking in the snow,
Yeah, it takes a
walking in
toll
the
on you.
rain.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're at William Penn. How would you describe that experience? And how long were you at William Penn? Did you do 9th through 12th?
No, I went to William Penn for a good 2 months.
For 2 months. Oh, so September and October of 9th grade, William Penn.
I fought every time I stepped foot into that school.